Sarah says, our daycare has dropped masking for both teachers and all kids. I read AAP's recent guidance, and I'm torn if I should be switching daycares based on this. My son is 9 months old. Yeah, I just listened to an interview with the AAP. It was a Dr. Moffitt, who was an infectious disease doctor, saying, yeah, that, of course, the media loves to kind of create a fight, right? So, Chad, they were saying, hey, CDC said no need to mask if you're vaccinated. President Biden just said kids that are vaccinated don't need a mask. Why is schools now requiring this? Now, of course, these are preschool, so these are kids that clearly aren't vaccinated. But I'm even telling you, vaccinated kids in schools, I would prefer, and AAP would prefer, if they were masked. Clearly, kids that haven't had a chance to be vaccinated are at risk. We've just described they're in an enclosed setting. It'll be colder air as we get into and drier air as we get into the fall and the winter. They're going to be in an enclosed space. And if one kid has it, they're going to spread it. Now, the great news again is there's a lower chance of infection just based on age, apparently, and there's a lower risk for serious disease, but there's not no risk. And those are all ideal settings. That's like how to spread a virus. Get a lot of people who aren't vaccinated or susceptible in a room. Swiss cheese. Space them out as best you can, and mask wearing. And in this case with preschool, your best chance is masking because you can't separate them that easily. Chad cited how many studies, the hairdresser studies, where they were with people day in and day out, cutting hair while they were infected, but masked, and their clients were masked, and there was like no spread. Masks are super effective. Masking. Why the hell would we not mask if we could mask? If you can mask, if the kid is 2 or over and can wear a mask, if the staff can wear a mask, even if they're vaccinated, since we know they're breakthrough infections, wear a damn mask. Schools, wear a mask. Preschools, wear a mask. This is Dr. Todd Wolynn. I am a physician. I'm a pediatrician. I work a ton with immunizations. I will guarantee you that Dr. Nowak will tell you, please mask. Mask, mask, mask. Okay? I'm telling you, if your school has gotten rid of the mask plan, they're idiots, okay? If you want your kid and that's the only school you can go to, you want your kid masked at least. You should still complain to the school. You should complain to your local healthcare providers and the county health department and say, this doesn't seem completely safe. Doesn't the AAP say they should? Yeah, and I'll call out your school. Tell me the name of them. I'll call them out on the show if I have to. Wear the damn masks if you got a bunch of kids that can't be vaccinated in a room, okay? I'm fired up, Chad. I can't help it. I'm going to call schools out by name.
Just so I'm clear on this, you are suggesting that they should wear masks.
I'm still thinking, yes, wear a mask. If you're in a small space and you can't be vaccinated, which is only one layer of the Swiss cheese, wear the mask.
And just a reminder, this is true for people at any age, right? Obviously, the kids have to below 12 because they can't be vaccinated. But if there are people above 12 who aren't vaccinated and they're in an enclosed room with other unvaccinated people, they should still be masking.
There's people that are immunosuppressed. There's people that don't want to get the infection, even if it'll be mild, because they're going to go home to their 91-year-old grandmother, and she's at risk, even if she's been vaccinated. Damn it, get the vaccine if you can, and wear the mask. Los Angeles, as a county, is saying, regardless of whether you're vaccinated or not, wear a mask in public spaces now. That's part of the reason why transportation situations have always said, the CDC, wear a mask. You're in an enclosed space for prolonged periods, even if you're vaccinated. This isn't magic, people. We had masks that worked really well before the vaccines came out. Chad kept celebrating them with story upon story. They work. Why would you put kids in a room together and not mask? A year ago, I was telling teachers, I'm not sure that it's safe even for the teachers to go back. I'll stand by that. We didn't know what was going on. Teachers, you have had the chance to be vaccinated. You are in pretty damn good shape. You have the ability to put a mask on. You have 2 amazing layers. You're probably going to be fairly spaced from your students. You have 3 awesome layers. Why would we put the kids at increased risk if they can't be vaccinated? Give them whatever safety they can, and that's a mask. So yes, Chad, as I think about your question a little further, yeah, wear a damn mask. Again, I will call schools out on this show. Give me a school name. Dare me. Many local districts are not requiring masks unless the state or county decides to mandate, including our district, North Allegheny. What is your sense on elementary students returning to in person if the school is not enforcing masks, as elementary kids have no option to be vaccinated? I'm writing out board daily, but do you have resources, thoughts on how to impact the board and influence a change in the policy to require masks for kids at least? Yeah, Heather, since I just flew off the handle, Tell me your school district specifically. It says North Allegheny. Is North Allegheny the district, the school district? Okay,
Yep.
let's call them out. Hey, North Allegheny. Hey, North Allegheny School District. Please require all kids to wear masks, particularly, but not exclusively, kids that can't be vaccinated. Why? Again, these kids some will get infected. They will spread it to other kids. Some kids risk getting sick. Some kids risk dying. Some kids risk carrying it to other people who will get sick and die. That is on you guys if you choose to not impose the mask. I think kids should be in their seats learning. A mask does not stop them from learning. If you have parents that are upset, please ask them to give me their credentials scientifically as to why they feel there's no risk to the kids, particularly for those that aren't yet vaccinated. So I think you as a school district should be liable if they can prove that infections are spread in your school district in rooms where kids can be vaccinated, where you said no masks. There you go. Now, I bet you're saying, we'll voluntarily let families that want to wear the mask wear the mask. That's a step in the semi-right direction. But why not have all kids be masked and say, guys, for the school day, let's do the best we can, put the mask on for lunchtime, let's space out and eat. You'd really be helping the world and our community to really stop infection, because infection is going to happen. When we get into schoolrooms, when we get into cooler weather, when the heat's on and it's dry, these viruses and whatever the next mutant is behind it is going to be a risk. What's the risk of making everyone wear a mask? Pissing off maybe a parent that says, why are we wearing masks? Don't make my kid wear a mask. Wouldn't it be better than finding out that the epsilon mutant that's probably down the road, that's 20 times more infectious than the Delta variant, that might even be a little more evasive from the vaccine protection? Wouldn't it be cool to say, wow, we were already masked. We were doing everything we could. We really did everything we could in our school district to make sure nobody else got sick unnecessarily. That'd be pretty badass if you could do that. But instead, why don't you kind of pander a little bit to the people that don't want to wear masks, and then you can say, wow, okay, well, now it's time to mask. I'm just saying, North Allegheny School District,